The weather took a turn, over the weekend? Have you gotten used to it after 9 seasons?
Since the first one, to be honest, because we were playing outside and we didn't have the stadium. So then we had that cold game in the playoffs, so that really just set it off.
Well, we finally got to 0. I told you it was going to heat up today.
Well, you've been Kirk Cousins' teammate now for 6 of those 9 seasons, and after the injury, he really has never been out of the season, out of a game almost, in your entire time of being here.
Kirk's limping off the field, by the way. Kirk looks like he messed up his right ankle.
What does that do to a team when it's such a valuable member to you guys?
He's always been there for us. He's always made the plays when he needed to make the plays. It just makes us want to go harder for him. We kind of like being in uncomfortable situations.
He is officially labeled as is out with an ankle.
Why do you guys like being uncomfortable?
It's just something about it. It's just fun just being in a situation like that. You don't want it to be too easy, but it's just fun being in a situation like that.
What is an example of maybe an uncomfortable situation that you guys have had this season?
I mean, when the team's about to score and then we're like, okay, we got your backs, the offense is coming off. Maybe they had a turnover or something on their defense and offense is coming off the field. You know, we go out there, we're like, offense, we got your back. Don't worry about it, we'll get you the ball back.
Ball knocked out of his hands, and it's Danielle Hunter stripped the ball out of the hands of Justin Herbert. It'll go as a strip sack.
Well, currently you are the NFL sack leader with 10 sacks, double digits in 8 games. How does that make you feel?
You know, I'm not really a big stat guy, you know. I'm always going out there to do what I need to do for my team.
He's sacked! Danielle Hunter.
It should make you feel pretty good because I'm sure you have noticed that last season alone in 16 games, 17 games, it was 10 and a half sacks. So now you are not only on pace to break last year, but you could potentially break your career sack total, 14 and a half, this month. What have you done to be playing your best ball at this point of your career?
I'm a big believer in if you do something over and over again and you apply yourself, you can only get better. So I'm coming in my 9th season. You know, as the season goes on, you start somewhat decent and I feel like you get better and better as the season goes on. But coming into year 9, I feel like I've done this so many times. I'm just like, okay, I've been in a situation like this before. I know what to expect. So I'm basically just applying what I've learned in the past to what I'm playing with now.
Well, you're a fast guy on the field and you like to go fast, obviously. You're a big car guy. Where did that come from?
Honestly, that came from my uncle. I mean, when I was little, he gave me a PS1. And he gave me the game Gran Turismo. So I do races over and over again, like unlocking different types of cars and like learning about the cars and all that. So ever since then, I've just been into it and I stuck with it.
Tell me about the car that you drove to the 49ers game.
Oh, that car. That car was a British car. It's a street legal race car. So it has turn signals, everything, you know, horn, you know, for everybody that's asking if it's street legal. So, previously last year, we took a trip out to the UK and we met up with those guys and they offered me a chance to buy one of those vehicles. There's actually 50 of them ever made. So I was blessed enough to have the opportunity to get one of those vehicles.
If you could describe your play on the field in terms of car models or what cars can do, how would you describe it? What model of car?
I would say there's actually 2 cars.
Okay.
They're my favorite cars. I have a Nissan and a Porsche.
Why do you think that feels like your play on the field?
Because it's those cars, they're capable of a lot of things, but you'll never know what it is until you see it perform. So I feel like I'm kind of like a silent assassin out there because I stay down and I do my job, but at the same time, I feel like I can do things to help my teams.